Beep 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 beep. In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, he told me, just remember that all the people in this world haven't had the advantages you've had. I had an okay education growing up. I mostly got A's and B's. I was just an average student. I wasn't that popular, but people felt like they could talk to me. Anyway, in my junior year, Gatsby was a new student at my school. He lived next door to me. It was at my cousin Daisy's house where I first heard about him. She was dating this guy named Tom at the time. They were both really smart, tied for rank 1. By the way, he randomly bought a dog from Myrtle, the girl he was cheating on her with. Wait, before I go on, let me tell you something about Champlin Park. This is a valley of F's. A heavenly hallway where F's grow like wheat into lockers and desks and preposterous posters where F's take the form of backpacks, coats, and countless hours of homework. And finally, with a transcendent effort of men who move dimly and already crumbling through the malicious air. But above the red and white land and the spasms of the bleak eraser dust which drift endlessly over it, you perceive, after a moment, the eyes of Principal T.J. Eckelberg. The eyes of Principal T.J. Eckelberg are blue and gigantic, accompanied by a pair of enormous yellow spectacles, which pass over a hyperbolic nose. Yeah, back to Gatsby's story. So one day I got invited to one of Gatsby's study sessions, probably because he was my neighbor. They were all the smart kids would hang out. Felt kind of out of place, but it was okay. Who's hosting the study session?
I think his name is Jake Gatsby. Jake Gatsby, I mean.
Gatsby? Didn't he get a perfect on the ACT or something? The 36?
Yeah, and he's a national merit finalist.
I heard from a friend of mine that he speaks classical Armenian, among 13 other languages.
I heard he killed a man.
Maybe. I wonder who he is. Do you know who Gatsby is?
I'm Gatsby.
He took me aside to ask me something. So, you heard about Obama's election?
I have, that's pretty interesting.
I didn't think he'd get elected for a third term.
Neither did I. So I have something that I'd like to discuss with you.
What is it?
Well, I can't really tell you now, but do you want to come eat lunch with me and my friend Wolfsheim tomorrow at McDonald's?
Sure, I'm available.
Alright, thank you for coming to lunch with us.
Oh yeah, no problem.
This here is my friend Wolfsheim.
Hi.
So, the reason I called you here is because you're cousins with Daisy. And I knew her back in middle school quite well, and I was wondering if you could help reunite us.
Oh, I think I'll be able to do that. I'm cousins with her.
Okay, that's good. Do you think that you could invite her over to your house and then bring her over to my house since you live right next door to me?
Sure. Yeah, I can do that. But I'm assuming she should not bring Tom.
That is correct. Please don't let her bring Tom.
Okay, I'll get that done.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy who rigged the 2004 A-Push exam.
Ah. So let me explain something that I've heard from Jordan. Gatsby was the first new kid at Daisy's middle school. He fell in love with Daisy just like everyone else did. She was smart and pretty and nice and all that. Actually, mostly just really, really smart. Gatsby was fixated on the green pen that she used every day to take notes with. The green pen symbolized the hope of becoming rank 1 like her. Daisy inspired Gatsby to cheat on the school system. She only hung out with kids plus or minus 10 ranks from her, so he had to really try hard. Gatsby started getting close to Daisy, just randomly as kids do. They started dating, and it was very nice. But then, Gatsby had to leave our middle school for some reason, and they fell out of touch. Daisy then started dating Tom Buchanan, her true equivalent, who tied her for rank 1. After hearing this news, Gatsby was determined to make a name for himself and win back Daisy at some indeterminate point in the future. And well, here we are. Yeah, so I got Daisy to come to my house and meet Gatsby. And he showed her his pen collection.
I have a friend in Edina who buys me pens at the beginning of every school year.
Such beautiful pens.
And she cried, kind of. And everything was lovely for a very long time. Until Daisy's boyfriend decided to get everybody together for video games. He found out about Gatsby, and he began to research him. And soon enough, he found out all of Gatsby's ways. He had cheated on almost every test he got in order to ensure his rank 1. Through the help of Wolfsheim, that is. After finding out all of these things, Tom decided to host an ultimatum. Through video games.
Okay, thank you guys for coming to play Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, no problem. It's always fun to play with you guys. You guys are gonna get destroyed.
Okay, figure out which one.
Daisy? Your name's Daisy. Team game.
Yeah, let's play teams. Daisy, you should join my team.
No, you should join my team.
Ooh.
He's not even smart. He cheated all of his tests.
No, I didn't.
Hey, I did my
How is that
research
even
on you. I
relevant
know
to
all
choosing
about your
teams?
nasty background.
What do you mean?
You
Whoever's
cheated
team
on
you
all
go
of your
on,
tests.
that was
I
fun,
know.
you guys
I
did.
don't even try to lie about this.
But Daisy never even liked you.
Yeah, well, she never liked you either.
What
And
do you
yes, she
mean?
did like me.
How do you know?
Because.
Is this
Why don't we
necessary?
Just
just
ask
see
her.
which team she chooses?
Yeah, whose team are you gonna be on?
Come on, please.
No,
join
come on, my
team.
team. Mine is clearly better.
Push A if you've chosen your team.
No.
Yes.
This is Mario's team.
See?
No.
Nice.
After seeing that Daisy chose him in the end and made everybody uncomfortable, Tom made Gatsby drive Daisy home.
Do the things, do the things.
What?
You
What?
drive.
What?
In the end, Gatsby took the blame for Daisy, even though Daisy had taken the wheel while they were driving. Gatsby got expelled and spent his days in the basement playing pool. I visited Gatsby's house after the funeral, and as I sat there brooding on the world of high-stakes testing in APIB classes, I thought of Gatsby's wonder when he first noticed Daisy using her green pen. He had come a long way to his superficial rank 1, and his dream must have seemed so close that he could hardly fail to grasp it. He did not know that it was already behind him, somewhere back in that vast obscurity beyond Champlin Park, where the dark football fields roll under the night. Gatsby believed in the green pen, the astute future that year by year recedes before us. It eluded us then, but that's no matter. Tomorrow, we will write faster, develop arthritis further, and at 5:30 in the morning. So we write on, pencils against the paper, tested ceaselessly into the past.